We all know
So,
that hypertension, as we're talking about, that is what we're actually talking about this evening. And this disease is actually a silent killer. Yeah, what do I mean by a silent killer? Most people doesn't even notice it. It is until when the complication is sets in that people now notice it. It comes in silently that you don't even know. You don't even notice. Somebody might not even know. Somebody might just decided that, oh, let me just check my blood pressure today, and then the person just said that the blood pressure is like 180. Or maybe when the person has already had stroke, or maybe when the person is already having some complications, because there are a lot of the complications of hypertension. So and so that is why we really really need to work on our health, and we still cannot run away from healthy lifestyle, because it really helps a lot in managing ourselves. What do I mean by healthy lifestyle? Eating good food, and that is where the plant therapist comes in. You can't run away from plants. Most people, they prefer to take animals. Some people don't even like plants, and you have to really make your diet balance to help yourself. You're not doing it for anybody, you're doing it for yourself. We owe ourselves good health. We owe our body that. God has given us the body, so it is our own responsibility to take good care of it before we leave this world. So, what do I mean by that? Now, today, she said, I'm going to be talking about the risk factor. Oh, do you want to say something before I go ahead? Maybe.
yeah, yeah, no, no, no. Continue, continue. Please continue, continue. You are really good. There are several risk factors, and of course, the best person to talk about it is you, the medical practitioner. So please go on and ask more questions. It's a live chat, so
Okay.
I'll ask more
So
questions.
when we talk about risk factors for hypertension or high blood pressure, as we all know, some people might be wondering, some people might not even know that high blood pressure is also hypertension. Some people might think they are two different
Mm-hmm.
entities, because most people that are not in health line, they don't really know much about all these things. They don't even bother to take good care of themselves, because they feel, oh no, that is none of my business. Do you understand? So what are the risk factors for hypertension or high blood pressure? Number one is some people have the family history of AIDS. So if it runs in your family, you already have like 20% of having it. And this comes down to you now. Since you already know that, you already have a risk factor that, oh, this thing runs in my family, then you have to like take proper precaution so that you don't come down with it. If it runs in your family, like, okay, maybe your mom or maybe your dad has already had it, and then maybe your dad says, oh, my father had it too before he died. Your great grandfather, you already know this is more of like genetic. So you really really have to like watch it, because that is actually a very high risk factor. Another risk factor is lifestyle. Like I said earlier, on unhealthy diets. Most people like red meat, a lot of red meats. Most people, they don't balance their they don't balance their meal the way they eat it. You just eat anything you see. They bring chicken, you eat. They bring alcohol, you drink. Fatty food, you eat. No, it's not meant to be like that. So on healthy diet, um physical inactivity, this is where exercise comes in. Last week we were both on live, me and the plant therapist, and what we talked about that last week was controlling of your weight, how you can control your weight. And what are the things we talk about? We talk about exercise. There is no how you want to like lower your weight that you will not exercise. And some people might think that, oh, exercise is like maybe they are punishing you, they are making you go through. You don't have to do the rigorous work. Walking is okay. Everybody can walk. There's nobody that cannot walk. There are a lot of cardios that you can do in your house that you don't even have to like stress yourself within 5 or 10 minutes. And we talk about burning of calorie instead of you counting calorie, and all these things still goes back to healthy lifestyle and physical activity. If you are inactive, most people now, the world is going to nearly everybody working from home, living sedentary lifestyle, because if you are on your computer from 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. in the evening, there is no how you want to exercise. And but this, it doesn't have to be that difficult. You can get a treadmill inside your house. Every 1 hour, try to like, okay, in 5 minutes I'll just stand on